NATO foreign ministers have wrapped up 2 days of talks in the southern Turkish province of Antalya. It is the first time since 2011 that such a meeting's been held outside Brussels. During the 2 days of talks, foreign ministers discussed current issues including the Ukraine crisis and the threat of Islamic State in the Middle East. Our correspondent Natalie Carney has more from Antalya.
NATO foreign ministers began their final day of talks, meeting with the European Union's foreign policy chief Federica Mogherini. The two bodies discussed tightening cooperation in the face of new threats, including the assertive policies of Russia in the Black Sea region and the handling of migrants crossing the Mediterranean.
We see an added value in cooperation. As I said, we are different, but we can be complementary in some cases, in some areas, in some actions, and this is why I'm here today, happy to be here today, to work with the ministers, with Secretary General, and obviously with our host country today, Turkey.
NATO referred to the issue of illegal migrants as a big challenge. Yet while they welcomed the EU's efforts to combat this flow of people, there are no plans for NATO involvement.
The European Union is now working on the different elements in a more comprehensive approach and response. So I think it's right to wait and see what will be the final decisions within the European Union, and also when it comes to the work to try to have a clear UN mandate for at least parts of the operations. Because this is about migration, it's about border control, so this is a responsibility of the European Union to decide. It's an EU operation, not a NATO operation.
In dealing with ISIL, all 28 members of the alliance are contributing to the US-led coalition against the terrorist group in one form or another, yet the 2 days of talks failed to define how NATO could play a more active, unified role.
It is obvious that we do not have a comprehensive strategy to fight against ISIS. Of course, we need a strategy that will include a fight against Daesh, a transformation of the regime in Syria, and the strengthening of the regime and the overall structure in Iraq, including the National Guards and the defense forces in Iraq.
This is the third time Turkey has hosted foreign ministers of the alliance countries, and with regional threats increasing, it's likely not going to be the last.
Host nation Turkey has also agreed to lead a new 5,000-strong spearhead force in Eastern Europe and the Baltic states, who will also be asking for a permanent presence of NATO troops to counter increasing Russian military activity along its borders. Natalie Carney for CCTV in Antalya, Turkey.